William Hill sponsors IFL TV.
I'm the man to beat Daniel Dubois.
You're going to sleep. Am I really joining you?
Yeah, you are. One more bit. Hi,
Okay.
Johnny.
How you doing?
Johnny, Joshua Ruiz. Josh. All right. Joshua Ruiz. He can fight.
He can fight. Listen, let's get it this way. How many people had heard that were outside of boxing had heard of General Miller before Joshua was fighting him? Outside of boxing. So all of a sudden, Ruiz is a poor replacement for the casuals, but he isn't. Ruiz actually technically is better than Miller. He's got good fast hands. He doesn't look aesthetically the par. And I think compared to Joshua when they stood together, I'm thinking, wow, it'll look like man and boy. But fast hands, good counter puncher, coming low, and it's a man. He's taking it at 5 weeks' notice, so he's going to give it his all. I personally think I'd be surprised if it went past the halfway mark. I'd be very surprised because Anthony Joshua, when he puts his foot down, the shots he's got, underrated. Fighters don't realise that till they're in the ring with him and get hit by him. The speed he's got, the accuracy with the jab he's got. I just hope Anthony Joshua doesn't attempt to play with Ruiz and then get rid of him. I think he should just get on with business and get rid when the chance arises.
Johnny, we knew the first option for Joshua after the Miller fight fell through was Luis Ortiz. I wouldn't
have took Ortiz. When I heard that, I thought, I hope that fight doesn't come off. You don't
Really?
fight Ortiz at 5 weeks' notice. You just don't do it.
You wouldn't have thought. You thought it was a bad move.
5 weeks' notice, without a doubt.
You thought that was a bad move?
Yeah, man, definitely.
Really?
At 5 weeks' notice, yeah.
But why do you think? Do you think now Ortiz didn't take it because of the Wilder fight, or do you think?
I think that's the reason why it didn't happen. Number one, he had more time to prepare to fight Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
He believes he'll beat Wilder.
What about the money?
Money-wise, but
$7 million. Is he getting paid $7 million to fight Wilder?
You know what? I don't know. But what I'm saying is,
did you ever get paid $7 million?
Every fight. But what I'm saying is, he now thinks I will beat Wilder this time, and I will be in Wilder's position. I will be in Wilder's position to box Anthony Joshua on my terms. So he's got a chance of boxing Anthony Joshua at 5 weeks' notice. Vice versa for both of them, it was a bad move. Or he can box Wilder, who he thinks he's going to win, and then box Joshua for bigger money and more of an opportunity to beat him. I get it, totally get it. When I heard Ortiz, I thought, I hope that don't come off. You don't fight Ortiz at short notice, you just don't do it.
Interesting. I mean, from all the opponents that the shortlist was becoming even shorter by the day because the timescale was literally over a week. But Ruiz, out of all the names mentioned, the Kawanakis, the Michael Hunters, Manuel Charles, Ruiz.
It's the best name you can dig up.
Yeah.
And regardless, you can't blame Joshua. He's just got ready for a fight. If you blame anybody, you blame Miller. But you can't blame Joshua. You can't even blame the promoter. You either cancel the whole show, or you just say, is there anybody out there that thinks they are in a position to challenge, if not beat, Anthony Joshua? Ruiz is. Ruiz was at least fight fit to say, yeah, I'm just I'll do this. So I get that.
What do you expect? A mid-stoppage from Joshua?
Yeah. I'd be surprised if he went past the midway point, but then I've seen Ruiz, and Ruiz, he's fancies it. He wants this, and if Anthony Joshua stays completely focused, which would have been very hard. Once one opponent pulls out and you've got another one dropping, it's very hard to stay on that bubble, stay high, to say, right, I've got to stay focused. I think Ron McCracken would have had a hell on trying to keep his, trying to keep him focused. So I think Anthony Joshua, if he's professional as he usually is, he'll get rid of Ruiz.
What do you think about the Amir Khan story that came out from the Mail today?
I've not seen it.
Yeah, I'll let you read it first.
Amir Khan is reporting. That's not going to happen.
No?
It's not going to happen.
Why?
It won't happen. How many fighters,
Mayweather did it.
right, to box or to MMA fight? What's he doing? To MMA fight or to box? How many fighters have crossed over to the MMA world.
It says to fight an MMA fighter, but I don't know
Right,
whether that
exactly.
means...
So that's what I'm
Is
saying.
that-
So how many fighters have crossed over and been successful at top level, have been successful to fight MMA? It ain't gonna happen. And if it does happen, it's for the dough.
He's not boxing an MMA guy like... Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's a
I don't know, actually.
It's completely different because when you're on your back and you've got to punch off the floor, it gasses you completely. When you're a boxer, you manage to balance it out. You can punch, you can box, you can move, you can think. And if you're not used to that, you panic and people can't deal with that. And so that's when people try boxing. That's Amir Khan's forte. But all of a sudden, he's going to be getting hit. Every part of his body, kick, knee, elbowed, banged. Once you're on the floor, he's down. To me, I just think it's a bold move. I'd be very surprised if it happens. Be very surprised.
But what I'm confused about...
Is if it's boxing or MMA.
Well, yeah, if it's claiming his bout.
If it's boxing, then go for it. Because most top boxers...
It's like Mayweather and that
Yeah,
tension.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So most boxers will outclass, and I know MMA fans will say, nah, it's garbage, but it's the truth. Most boxers will outclass MMA fighters in boxing. But make it the other way around, and most boxers will get mashed up. That's why we don't do it. You stay there, we stay there. That's why we don't do it. So if it's boxing, it's more believable, but if it's MMA, I'm not even buying into it.
Johnny Nelson, thank you very much for your time.
Have you got another part?
No, maybe later.
Cool.
Bye. Cheers, Johnny.
New York. IFL Umar, IFL.
William Hill sponsors IFL TV.
I'm the man to beat Daniel Dubois.
You're going to sleep.